Are you guys ready?
Always.
All right, you're standing on a cobblestone road. If you recall, this is the road that sort of goes along the edge of the river, that sort of spans the one side of town. Um, if you recall last time, it's still night, even though it's mid-afternoon, and you guys are standing there. There are some people about, but mostly people who are sort of still trying to get their daily things done, even though they're kind of staring suspiciously at the sky. People are carrying around sort of little lanterns and candles and things that they'd be using otherwise. But it's definitely a lot emptier than it would be otherwise. Anyone who wants to can make me a perception check.
Oh, I think I'm good at that.
Sure. Where is that?
Why not?
I'm okay at those.
That's a natural one to start the night off, everybody.
Nope.
It's okay, mine's a
Incredible.
4.
Mine's a natural 20 to start the night off.
Oh my gosh.
I rolled a 6.
Simon, it sure is dark out here.
It is dark. Let me tell guys, it's dark out. I think.
Probably. You might be going blind. Maybe.
Child, have you
I
tried
don't have dark vision.
smiling?
I have dark vision.
Okay.
You have
still
dark
might
vision?
be going blind.
I do have dark vision. Yes.
If Simon smiles, maybe a beam of light will be reflected upon across
No,
his
no, no.
brilliant
I
white
got
teeth.
It's a
this.
beautiful
Oh,
dark
I
here-
vision,
attempt
yeah.
to smile.
Simon, let me help with this. I pick up a pebble off of the road and cast light. Here you go.
Okay, well, first of all, you can smile, and as Silver hands you this glowing pebble, it does in fact reflect off your glowing white teeth.
Can I how beamular is this light?
It's not very beamular. It's more like they just glow extremely brightly.
I see.
Like, you know how your teeth
I
glow
continue to
under
smile
backlight?
anyway.
Okay. Simon's mouth is glowing.
If I will put the rock in my mouth too.
Are
Does
you
my mouth
eating
get brighter?
But yes, you're putting a rock in your mouth with light that's cast on it, so yes.
Is the rock salty?
A little bit. I mean, it's mostly like, you ever eaten
Everybody-
dirt before?
Simon's mouth is even brighter now.
Oh no.
Um,
Anyway,
What happens if you swallow the rock?
I don't
Will
know.
your stomach blow? You should try it.
Let it never be said that Jacob's not a fan of the scientific method. Simon will swallow the rock under Ven's
oh
Ven's direction.
no. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Huh?
To eat a rock?
It's a pebble.
You're eating a rock.
Oh, hey, that's a 19.
Okay. You get the sense you should definitely not be eating this rock, but you don't actively choke on the rock.
My
Is he
character
glowing?
dies session 2
I don't
without
think he would be. Just based
I feel
on
like
what
we need
the
a list
spell
of
says.
things Simon has eaten. Can someone keep track? Anyway, Edith and Silver, you're very distracted by this whole ordeal. Ouronos, you see, down the road a ways, another sort of older woman, maybe even smaller in stature than Edith, scurrying as fast as her little legs can scurry, obviously in your direction.
Oh, like at me?
Oh yeah, at your group.
I'm gonna be like nudging. I'm assuming either Silver or Ven that are standing next to me, just like trying to point in that direction.
Meanwhile, they're eating rocks.
Yeah, while they're all looking at him, and I'm just like, "Hey guys, hey guys."
Hi. What?
I'm pointing at the lady running towards us.
Are you just blatantly ignoring the point, Simon, or are you looking?
I'll follow the point.
Okay, yeah. You guys can look over, and you guys sort of glance up as this little old woman scurries directly up to you, and then sort of starts panting like she's very out of breath. even though her scurrying was not very fast.
You're very out of shape.
You recognize this woman. She is one of your co-founders of the HOA. Her name is Zora.
Oh. Hey,
Zora, Z-H-O-R-A, for those who are curious.
ZHOA. ZHOA.
O-R-A.
O-R-A, but yes.
Oh.
Like the Zora Kingdom with an H.
Anyway,
hearing
she's
what
gonna
I wanna
stop and
hear.
she's gonna start panting.
Hello, Zora? Is everything okay?
Edith, where have you been? I'm telling you right now, it's dark. Everyone is in a panic, a tizzy. I tell you, a tizzy. We need to hold an emergency HOA meeting right now. No one knows what's going on. Everyone's worried about their garden. I can't handle how many people are in the meeting house. There's many. We don't even have snacks. We don't have snacks.
Calm down. I'm sure that we can, this can all be addressed at the meeting.
There wasn't even supposed to be a meeting. I don't even know what we're running. I don't have invitations. I don't have snacks. I don't have an itinerary.
That's all good.
Yeah, that's why you're here. She's gonna waddle around to like the backside of you and start like putting her hands on your back, trying to like push you in the direction that you know the HOA meeting house is. Not like very forcefully, but she's just kind of like putting you in front of her to go deal with this.
All right. Let's get over there. Let's sort this out. I'm sure that everything can be explained and sorted out in due time.
Yes.
But the panic lady, right though. What's the point of this meeting if there's no snacks?
Exactly.
Simon, you've already had a snack.
Yes, but I haven't had snack too.
That's right. I don't know about second snacks.
What kind of
The rest
snacks are
of
there
you better
normally?
come with us. It's dangerous out here at night. Or not night.
Oh, good night.
I suppose it is a good night.
Is it? Can a good night be dangerous?
Probably.
Well, no, it has to be good.
Right. Is it night?
So it's not dangerous.
Is it actually is it time of night?
No,
though
it
it's
is
dark.
the mid-afternoon.
Okay.
It
But
is
it is dark.
mid-afternoon. But
But
you look up and it's like just as dark as it would be if it were midnight. The stars are sort of peeking out and there is a moon.
Can we?
I think you cut out.
Yes, you did.
Can you actually see the moon in this scenario?
Yes.
Interesting.
Well, we know the moon's
There's
not dead.
always a moon.
I thought it was the sun that was dead.
Exactly. Of course there would be the moon.
But like, I thought.
No, the moon glows.
Because it's
Depending on the
sun.
phase. That's the thing.
Right?
Are there any like lamps out here? Like, can we actually see what we're doing?
There are some people who are wandering around who are holding various like basically lanterns that they've lit a candle in and stuff, but there's no streetlights themselves.
No, wait.
All right, Simon, I need
compelled by
that.
this
I need that
idea.
back.
Yeah, and all we have is a rock and Simon's glowing teeth.
Simon ate.
Like,
The rock is gone. Oh, hold on. I pick up.
like hold Simon by the collar out in front of us like a lantern.
Can we open Simon's mouth and then like from within it just
can
glows
just
out?
see.
beam?
Some of us
I
can't.
mean, not that I don't. Can I just ride on somebody's shoulders and point you guys where to go? I can see fine. Actually, Ella, can I see fine?
You can see more or less fine.
All right, cool.
Edith, are you actually trying to open Simon's mouth like a plastic crocodile?
Yes.
Okay.
Simon is resisting this.
Okay. Contested grapple check?
Okay.
I think that's just strength.
Straight up strength. All right.
Can I use acrobatics to escape?
You know what? Sure, you're a slippery little one.
I kind of hope
Oh,
Edith
23.
wins.
Amazing. I was hoping that you'd roll high because I got an 11.
All right, Edith, you go to try and open Simon's jaws to see if there's a glowing light, and Simon just kind of scuttles away in the dark.
Well, I guess lead the way, child. If you're going to be slippery like this.
I am the knight. Simon will come back
Okay.
to the group. Okay, we'll look at the out of shape one. Where are we headed? What direction?
Zora will sort of shake her head at you, and she will pull a lantern out from her cloak and she will light it and hand it to you, Edith.
Oh, thank you. That's
And then she's
much
gonna put her
much
hands back
better.
on your back, start pushing you again.
we are
I
we are
want to be the
continuing to
leader.
noom over. Oh, is Simon taking the lead?
You can if you want to. There is light, and Simon, you don't know where you're going.
Simon will follow dejectedly.
Okay. Edith, you do know where you're going, but Zora's gonna continue to push you anyway. You're going to like go through some of the winding side streets a little bit. You do see some people milling about, and some like shops are sort of lit up from within. You can tell people have been lighting a lot of lanterns. But there's not a lot of people sort of actually traversing the streets today. And you sort of make your way through these city streets, and eventually you end up in front of the building that you use for HOA meetings. Would you like to describe your HOA paladin meeting place?
Oh my god. It is grandiose, but like not incredibly so. It's just a little bit imposing. But like a proper HOA facility, the front has a nice, well-tended gate and garden, and there's a little hidden side gate if you peer closely, to which, even though it is not visible from the front, but you highly suspect that the bins for the rubbish are hidden away from view, as is proper, and yeah, it looks well manicured and maintained, as if someone comes around and basically does clippings every day.
Yeah. So as you approach this building, you see that like the front little fenced gate area is open. And there's a lot of people sort of standing about in the garden. You can tell the front doors are also thrown open, which usually you have to knock or they're somewhat closed. And there are people sort of like going in and out and sort of loud chatter going on. This is the first of like a lot of people in one place that you've seen since, this whole night thing happened. Some people seem to be pointing at the plants and at the sky, in like various debates. There's a lot of people inside, and there's just general ruckusry going on.
Shame about the garden. Edith is shuffling over, and then like greeting the people that she recognizes, and she'll like ask people like, does anyone have an agenda yet? What are our items of discussion here? As she's like kind of trying to shuffle her way inside to the meeting room.
As you do this, lots of people sort of recognize you, and your party in tow, you guys will all sort of like be wrapped up in the sea of people, and all of you will sort of be pushed forward with Edith a little bit. Lots of people will address you and say hello. Various board members will come up to you and they'll be like, well, we need to discuss what we're doing about this endless night sort of situation. Yeah, what are we going to do about our gardens? What are we going to do about safety and the neighborhood watch? We need to have a discussion. We need to tell the people what's going on.
Yes, understood. We do need to get the message out, but the message does need to be correct. We cannot have anyone panic unnecessarily. There will be light for on page 349 of the HOA book, there shall be a sunrise and a sunset, and I believe that that rule seems to have been broken. So we will need to find out who is responsible.
Yes, yes. We'll need to find out who is responsible. They're gonna continue to like sort of shuffle you up towards the front. Where there are sort of board members sitting in their like assigned chairs, and then your seat is sort of like in the center, like sort of by the podium. You are like pretty much the head of this HOA, more or less. And a bunch of people are gonna start taking their seats, sort of facing you guys like they're expecting something. And you hear people start yelling, "What's the plan? What do we do about our gardens?"
Now, so temporarily, we shall just tend to our gardens the same as we've always done. However, I understand that this is not a long-term tenable plan. I have already gathered some experts in the field. Yes, on the importance of light, and I will. Edith will just like gesture towards the other party members.
You hear the crowd kind of go, "Experts? We like experts. Experts are a good thing. That means they're taking things seriously."
You guys have a feeling that you guys are being voluntold to to figure this out.
If anybody makes direct eye contact with me, I wink at them.
Yeah.
You see
if anyone
a lot of the
looks
board
at
members,
me, I hide behind someone close.
board members look at you guys nodding. Some of them like a little bit like suspiciously eyeing Simon, like, who the heck is this kid? Some people in the audience look up and start gasping at your group. You're not sure why.
Would I recognize any of the board members?
You can make me a history check.
2.
No. You're not part of this HOA. You have, maybe been in and out of the community a bit, but you've never attended one of these HOA meetings.
I've never been here before?
You've never been in the HOA building.
Oh,
No.
I get to ask my favorite question. Anything expensive looking inside?
I don't know. Edith, is there anything expensive in here?
I would say that I don't know. Like how keen is Simon's eyes for like pricey artifacts? Because like a lot of how about this? If you are a keen thief and like know what expensive pricey stuff looks like, no, there is nothing of value in here, but there is a lot of like antique stuff that people would purport as like, oh, this was my grandfather's father's, and clearly it has value because it was value to him, so it's value to me, so it's worth million of gold,
But it's like a slightly chipped teacup. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Like it's like a knockoff of something. It's not a genuine article.
Oh, Simon does not understand the fact is that, things that aren't gold are worth a lot of gold. He just likes the shiny things.
Yeah, there's no shiny things in here.
This is unfortunate.
But anyway, the like whispers and stuff are gonna start up again. So what do the experts say? What are we supposed to do? Are dangerous things gonna happen at night now?
The dangerous things already happen at night?
No, but it's always night now.
So why
Then
would anything
yes.
change?
Well, because things already changed.
I mean, we just need to, find a new god.
What?
What?
What the child is saying, or what the child is trying to say, is there is a process to turning the lights back on.
We can do that. How do we turn the lights back on?
Do we have that phrase nowadays? Never mind. Ignore my inanities.
So to speak, we can make the sun rise again. These experts here are It's I saw it. One such is able to turn a light on using a small rock, and it looks like an ordinary rock, but a glow can be emanated from a rock, and it is the same with the sunrise. We just need to find out which thing to alight again.
I see. So you're saying we're using magic to make like artificial sun.
We believe that the disappearance of the sun is of magical origin, and so we are investigating the magical trail as to how this occurred, and will attempt to undo it. And my suspicion, as of right now, is it is through magical means. Now, about the safety of the village, which I know is another item on our itinerary to discuss. I would suggest that we keep the torches alight, and we need to work double our shifts for the neighborhood watch and ensure that the townsfolk get home safely after dark, so to speak. But after dark is now, and it is just extended a little bit. So
The people around you will start murmuring and kind of nodding to each other. Someone in like the second row will raise their hand.
yes, you in the second row.
I would also like to propose, like an older gentleman kind of stands up, that we leave lanterns on everyone's porch so we can, see where buildings are in case of emergency.
Here. Who seconds this motion out in the crowd?
Like 50 people raise their hands.
Yeah. All right.
I am also raising my hand.
Yeah.
I'm coloring.
Everyone but Simon, who's like, it is light. What are you talking about, you weirdos?
Simon's just coloring right now.
Yeah. Oh.
Did you like pull out a coloring book from somewhere?
Yes, he is writing his own story.
Amazing. Okay, Simon is working on a coloring book. On the floor? Are you just like sitting on the floor?
Yes.
Where are all of you guys standing like up there with Edith, or are you like, gesturing to them when you talk?
I've been kind of I've sort of assumed that the party was like shuffled in awkwardly to the middle as Edith is like on the dais.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm assuming what has happened is when Edith presented the party, that the murmurs of the crowd would have sort of broke, and so the party's sort of awkwardly standing, or maybe in Simon's case, sitting in kind of the center of the meeting room.
Yeah. In that case, Simon, some kids are gonna like kind of crawl out from between their parents' legs as like various woodworks, and they're gonna kind of gather around you and just sit there, like head in hands, just looking at the coloring page. Like this is much more interesting than whatever adult thing is going on.
Ella, I need you to know I did post what I colored.
Amazing.
In my stuff.
Amazing. You can also put that in general if you would like the party to see.
Yeah, sure. Does the party want to see?
I think Ven probably lost interest in Edith and is watching Simon, at the very least.
Okay, I'm putting it in general.
Oh, incredible.
Someone else will eventually raise their hand and stand up as well. I would also like to propose that people sort of stick together. Like let's make sure that no one is, left outside, that everyone has a place to stay. And make sure people are like maybe not staying indoors, but a little bit more wary of being outside for a while.
Yes. A buddy system shall be in effect when we move from place to place. It has come to my attention that there may be some dangers out there that is not normal. So a heightened vigilance is necessary in these times.
That's right. The Star Lady told us.
The audience will kind of nod. Zora is gonna stand up next to you. She's gonna kind of yawn and like blink at you a little bit, and then like shake her head like she just kind of was like half asleep. And then she's going to say, "If there's any more issues, please come to one of our representatives immediately. Apologies, there will be no snacks at this meeting. But if anyone has any more questions, please direct your questions to our board members as you see fit. We're going to, I guess, meander until we figure out what's going on now." Everyone will just kind of nod. And then the meeting like kind of breaks up. A lot of people start sort of like walking up to specific board members, talking amongst themselves. Some people start shuffling outwards. A lot of people sort of gather in one of the corners and start organizing. You recognize a lot of them are like sort of the main patrol people, like the people who organize the shifts, and start like they're kind of delegating people, sort of divvying up where they think like lanterns are going to be. People are sort of like starting to get to work.
For kind of the guards captain folks, I will go up to them and like at least give them a prompt as to what Dusk kind of prompted us with about intangible nightmares coming from a gate, and like be on their guard. I don't want to spook like the general townsfolk, but like trying to be discerning and like giving a warning as to like what to expect from this would probably be prudent.
Okay, yeah, they'll look at you kind of wide-eyed and then nod. And then they'll start like I guess doubling their conversation to some extent about what's actually going to happen. But yeah, as you're doing this, as you're talking to like this, you know, semi-captain of the night watch for the HOA, make me a perception check.
I'm never rolling above 10. I am never rolling above 10.
You've got this.
With my bonuses, it is a 10.
Okay. Yeah. Everything seems according to plan. He's a little shell-shocked, but yes.
Excellent.
But yeah, now that this meeting is sort of broken up, what are the rest of you guys sort of doing in this building?
Can I be just like making small talk with one of the old ladies?
Yes. Which old lady are you walking up to? You're looking for someone in particular?
No, just like the kindest looking old lady.
Okay. Yeah, you could find an old lady. She was like sort of sitting in the first row kind of near you. She actually had brought her cat. You can tell who's just like sort of sitting in her lap. She's got like big glasses, very squinty eyes, and a sweater you can tell she probably knit herself.
I'm gonna be complimenting her and asking how she did it.
Oh, thank you, dearie. I used 2 very large needles and a lot of wool thread that I got from our neighbors who own the sheep.
They own the sheep?
They own the sheep. Yes. They give me good strands of yarn now and again.
We have to free Sean.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Well, thank you, dearie. It's hard for my old eyes to see nowadays, but I do like keeping busy.
She's going to kind of like yawn a little bit and then like pet her cat. Ouronos, as you're talking to this woman, you can also make me a perception check.
Ooh, I'm theoretically good at those. I theoretically rolled a 6.
Oof.
Yeah, she's stroking a fluffy white cat who seems to be purring.
It's a total of 8 if that changes anything.
Nope. There's
Okay.
a fluffy white cat right there. Seems in good spirits.
Can I also pet the cat?
Yeah, you can. Like the cat will purr.
I give you screeches.
Yeah.
Are there any books in this meeting room?
Yes, I'd imagine there's various bookshelves sort of along the walls in some regard. Some of it is probably history of the town, maps, various things. Of course, there's many copies of the HOA rules in case you ever were to need one. New recruits now and then, need to pick up their own. But yeah, what are you looking for, Silver?
I would be looking for I'd probably be looking at the history of the town and like any other maybe folk tales, see if there's anything about like these nightmares that Dusk mentioned, or if like anything about the gods even.
Sure. Make me an investigation check to find sort of what you're looking for.
I'm theoretically good at those as well. Come on. 9?
Yeah, so you can sort of scour these shelves. You realize that a lot of this is books that have just been kind of like haphazardly donated to the building. They're nothing sort of very scholarly. There's some older maps of what the city used to look like, some of which have been like, drawn on with some various like buildings that are no longer there, construction plans. They're not very good or up to date. There's some history books that are kind of on like the government office, the town's founders, and like a list of like legislature, but nothing that catches your eye for exactly what you're looking for.
All right. Excuse me.
So you said that the kids approached me, right?
Yeah, there's like 4 of them or so that are sort of huddled around you. They're just kind of watching you color.
Can I start? Simon is gonna try to be friends with these children.
Okay.
Do you guys get to like walk around on your own now too?
No. My dad says I can't go anywhere on my own.
One kid who's like right next to you is gonna cross his arms.
Oh, why not? You should just climb out a window.
He said I'm too little. I'm too short to reach the windows anyway.
Use a chair.
And I don't know if I can move a chair on my own.
Look, all you need to do. Look, there's a really nice lady. You'll find her if you manage to get to the river and enter the sewers. She gives you magical powers.
The boy is gonna look at you very strangely.
But
Like,
how do you get in the sewers?
you just crawl in.
I see, like my fort.
Yes, like a fort.
Okay, I can make a fort and name it sewers and crawl in.
Okay, and then I actually don't know how you get her attention, but you should start praying to the. You should start like praying or talking to the shadows and ask for magic powers from them.
I'm not sure I'm allowed to ask for magic powers.
Have you ever been told that you can't?
No.
Well, you should really try it. Who knows? You might actually get magical powers. Like now, I can see in the dark, and I have a really bright smile all the time. And I will smile at this kid.
It would be kind of cool to be a super adventurer.
Mm-hmm. I can also make illusions.
Show me.
Okay, I'll kind of point at one of the walls, and like I will cast silent image on the wall
Okay.
to make a big smile on it.
Is it like Cheshire Cat level creepy smile, or is it like a friendly
Yes.
smile? Okay, how big is this big smile that appears on the wall?
I don't know. So silent image. Let's see. The area look 15-foot cube.
Okay, so it's like decently large.
Yeah, decently large. And be like this. And then like I'll make sure the child sees it.
Okay.
But think, you could be really good at hide and seek with this.
The child does see it and looks rather shell-shocked. People in the party, you guys, as you're like doing your various things, hear several gasps as people are now staring and pointing at the wall. Some are like leaving the room as fast as possible. And a lot of you guys see a giant, weird, creepy smile that's appeared on the wall.
What on earth? Edith will like charge up to it and inspect the image.
I'll make it disappear.
As soon as you get to that wall, Edith, it vanishes.
Let's see. And I will just kind of wink at the kid.
That is magical.
You can also do this, and I'll like cast an illusion of a box appearing over me.
Okay, so you're just under a box now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Suddenly, Simon is encased in a cardboard box.
You see 2 eye holes for him to peer through.
The kid is gonna sit up and he's gonna start clapping his hand.
Edith is still investigating the wall.
Do you want to make me an investigation check?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So I rolled a 3.
This wall is very suspicious, Edith.
Oh, no. In trying to convert a child, I have derailed the campaign, but not in the way I intended. But yeah, you get magic powers. You can be really good at hide and seek. You could go on your own adventures. Ask for magic. The worst they can say is no.
Okay, I'll build my sewer fort, and then I'll go in there and I'll ask for magics.
Simon has done a good deed today.
Simon, as you're talking to this kid and the other ones are sort of sitting around just listening in on this, you can also make me a perception check.
Oh no. Wait, I am proficient. 12?
The kids around you, seem more or less, exactly what you'd expect. However, some of their behavior strikes you as a little bit strange, but you can't put your finger on exactly what.
Uh-huh. Are there any ones that stand out as strange?
Yeah, there's a girl next to you who seems to have her head in both of her hands, and she's just sort of leaning as close to your paper as possible as you're coloring.
Hi, I'm Simon. And this is Sin, and I'll hold my rat out to her.
Hello, Sin.
She'll, like, sort of give the rat, like, a little scritch on the head.
Also like mice.
I like them. Animals are good.
They are good. Mice are my favorite. I love their ears. I love their long tails. And they're so cute, aren't they? What's your favorite animal?
I like horses. My dad owns a lot of farm animals. And horses are my favorite.
Is your dad here?
Yeah, he's over there.
She's gonna, like, haphazardly pick up an arm and, like, kind of wave in a general direction.
What's his name?
Oh, Dad.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Lola.
Nice to meet you. Night, you want to interrupt this, by the way?
Just whenever you're done, to get to what Ven's doing.
Oh, yeah, sure. Nice to meet you, Lola. I'm Simon. And he puts out his hand to shake.
She is going to pull a hand out from under her chin to, like, try to shake your hand, and not understand that her head is no longer stable in both hands and kind of splat onto your drawing and then pick herself back up and, like, sleepily shake your hand.
It's nice to meet you. And if nothing else will come of this, Ella, we can go tonight.
Okay, yeah. Then what are you up to?
Yeah. So looking for something that is either that looks like entertaining and fun, or someone that like stands out, whether that's like sketchy or whether that's like rich or just someone that doesn't look ordinary.
Okay, yeah. You can make me. I'll take either investigation or perception.
Ooh, um, that's really high. 21.
21. Yeah, you see, sort of in the corner by the doorway, is an older gentleman. He's sort of leaning on what appears to be a very ornate cane. It doesn't strike you as fancy at first glance, but looking at it more, it's very, very well built and designed. You actually think it's probably pretty expensive. And he's just sort of standing there observing the room. Eyes sort of like half open.
How obvious is casting magic?
Depends on what spell you're doing. And are you waving your hands in the air in a big, circle, or are you trying to be like subtle about it,
I want to walk sort of like, I see the cane, I see it's shiny. I'm like, this is kind of interesting. And I want to like walk over towards him and like cast detect magic at the same time.
Okay.
So like not trying to be obvious, but just like a little curious.
You can do it kind of subtly. Make me a stealth check just to see how subtly you're casting this magic.
I'm a stealthy guy. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you're pretty stealthy. You don't think anyone sort of noticed that you were casting this. Detect magic is a 20-foot radius, correct? I think it's centered on self, 20-foot radius.
I don't know off the top of my head. 30, sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you.
Okay. Yeah. You cast detect magic. There's some magic coming from various people here. Some people themselves ping as magic. Some people have like small items in their pockets or sort of on their persons, like pieces of jewelry and things that ping as like a little bit magic to you. And this man's cane does in fact ping as magic.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of go up to him, and be like, "Hello, good sir."
Oh, hello, a fine evening, I suppose, to you.
It's more like midday, but yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's, I suppose, it's sort of evening all the time now.
Is evening a state of the day, or is it like a state of time? What is time?
In this
If
case,
there's no time.
yes.
Yes. Anyway, I was curious. You're from around here. You live in the city, yeah?
Oh yes, I've been here quite some time.
Quite some time. You seem like a pretty, pretty wealthy, pretty fancy man.
I, like to think of myself as such at least a little bit. I've, been around the block.
A man such as yourself surely, I don't know, knows a lot, wants a lot, has a lot of enemies. Ben's kind of like prompt, like looking for kind of something this man might bite on.
He's just gonna sort of tilt his head at you. Go on.
I don't know. I'm a man of many talents and many interests, and if you've got anything, interesting and fun, interesting.
Interesting.
I could help out, or I could watch. I could be around. I don't know.
Well, I'm certain there's nothing more interesting than all of this that's going on. He's gonna wave his arms around the room.
Well,
Besides,
I guess.
have you seen it yet, kid?
Seen what?
Well, look around you.
I'm gonna look.
Okay. Are you just like glancing around the room?
I think so, but like it feels like he's talking about something not obvious, right?
You could ask.
I'll do a quick glance, and if nothing like stands out.
Okay, yeah, make me a perception check.
15.
15? You're glancing around. Nothing catches you as super out of the ordinary until you really sort of sit there and you think about it, and you kind of take in the room as a large. And you realize that about a fourth or so, maybe a little bit less, of the people that are sort of remaining in this space, um, seem to be in varying degrees, very, very tired.
Um, so detect magic lasts 10 minutes. Are the ones that are tired more magical in any way?
You're not particularly close to any of the ones that seem to be looking like they're, half falling asleep in their chairs.
Okay. There's people are sleepy?
Is this
mean-
sorry? Is this out of the ordinary for an HOA meeting?
Probably not fully. But it's probably not the people that you're expecting to be quite as asleep.
Gotcha. I'm still investigating the wall, but I figured I'd ask.
Are you talking about the sleepy people? Are you talking about the old people?
Precisely. It seems to me that quite a few more people are half fallen asleep than usual.
I mean, it is like nighttime. Yeah.
Yes, it could be. It's just I don't know, struck me as rather odd.
That is odd. Do you think something's going on here? Something suspicious? Something interesting?
Well, I think something's going on. He's gonna peer out the door and look at the sky.
Well, a giant lady died. I can't do anything about that.
A giant who what now?
Oh, don't worry about
I
it.
think that got
Like,
mentioned
my
ever.
son dies. I can't do anything about it.
Son died.
I'm gonna look at him.
He's gonna look at you.
I could trade you some information if you trade me for some information.
What kind of information?
I mean, why the son died.
No, but what kind of information are you looking for?
Oh, something fun. Or a job. I'll take a job. Or money. But mostly something fun.
I could hire you to weed my garden.
Oh, come on, man. Something fun, like if you have any enemies, I could look at them. If you have anything that you want moved from one place to another, I can do that. I'm pretty good at that.
I have some furniture we've been meaning to relocate.
Or I'll take valuable information.
Find valuable.
World changing. Casually.
World change. I don't know. There was a cat that was made out of moss. That's pretty cool. Something like that.
Well, I don't have a cat made out of moss.
Everyone here is so boring.
Out of curiosity, would I happen to know anything about myths or legends pertaining to those two sisters?
To Dusk and Dawn.
Yeah.
You could make me a history check.
History? Not religion? Okay. It's a high roll, but I have negative intelligence. 16?
16. You recall there are probably some variety of fairy tales that surround them. Mostly it's sort of how they are the people that sort of make the sun rise and fall. There is some myths that say that they, live in the sky, some that say they live under the sea. None of them particularly accurate to, the people that you've actually met there in person. You can't recall any specific story that stands out to you from them.
Got it. Okay. Geez, all those stories were wrong. They live at a river.
Alright, Ven's gonna point at the at the cane. You know, like interesting things like this. This thing's pretty interesting.
This? Yes, a druid made it for me quite a long time ago. He'll kind of tap it against the floor.
Whoa. Can you do anything with it?
I
Besides,
can
you
do
know,
quite a few things
walk.
with it.
So you do have interesting things going on.
I mean, if you're talking about getting from one place to another slightly easier, then yes.
Ugh, is he just messing with me?
You can make me an insight check.
Not one.
You don't know.
Yeah. All right, why do you think people are sleepy besides the sun going away?
Beats me.
Are you sleepy?
Um, he'll sort of stop and think about it. Maybe a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's any more than usual.
Am I sleepy?
I don't know. Are you sleepy?
Am I?
I don't know. Are you?
I suppose I'm not more sleepy than usual either.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Can you see in the dark?
He'll sort of laugh. Yes, I can see in the dark.
Maybe that's why you're not sleepy, and that's why I'm not sleepy. It doesn't matter.
He'll sort of stop and contemplate that. Maybe. I don't know. It's beyond what I need to figure out to actually, fathom what's going on.
Okay, we can move on. If anyone else wants to join the conversation.
I'd love to, but Edith is still looking at a wall.
What are you doing with this wall, by the way?
Well, since I couldn't find any books, I'm going to go up to the one person who I'm comfortable talking to in this room. I'm gonna go up to Edith, being like, Edith, I was trying to find some more information about our situation, the possible night terrors, perhaps more info on the gods. Is there any other source I could go to get some information? Any libraries?
You've interrupted Edith. Edith is like, I'll find you. I'll get to the bottom of this. And then you like tap her on the shoulder, and she sort of like jolts a little bit. And she's like, hello, dearie. Yes. The public library is down the way on East 14th. It's they'll have probably have a section for the supernatural. I'm not sure how accurate those stories are, but it is a place to perhaps begin our investigation.
Okay, well, it is a start. You seem a little lost there. Is something wrong?
I just know. I'm just spooked. No one has done a prank like that from within the hallowed halls of the HOA in 23 years. And that scoundrel, the stench of eggs, took the better part of a fortnight to air out the whole building, dearie. Edith is starting to ramble just a little bit. If you want to just interrupt her, but as she like reminisces about the time that she caught like the neighborhood kids defiling the HOA. But once you shake her out of it, she's like, oh yes, the library, our research, our studies. Yes, of course. Let us find direction to what has occurred here.
Are you guys gathering the rest of your crew, or are you headed out the door?
Yes,
I think so.
So Edith will tap everyone on the shoulder and be like, I believe that perhaps some direction here might benefit us.
Can I bring my friends?
Yes, of course. I don't see why not, my child.
Edith, are you sleepy?
I don't know. I don't have dark vision. Ella, am I sleepy?
No, are you sleepy?
Yes, I am
Yes,
sleepy.
Yes. Nice.
This is so suspicious.
I've expected
where-
a check
where-
for that.
We're not sure if it's just because I need an afternoon nappies or because it's magical in nature though.
Hey, old dude,
Aside-
what's your name?
Who are you talking to?
The old dude in the corner with the cane. Is he old? I don't know if he's old.
He's up there. He's not like incredibly old, but you can definitely tell he's like almost grandfather age, but not quite. He will sort of tip his head downwards and tap his like cane one more time on the floor, and he'll say, "Most of my friends call me Jest.
Jess?
Jest. Jest. Jest."
Jess. I'm so convinced he's trolling me. Alright, Jest. Where do you live in case I need to come move your furniture?
I'm sorry.
That's such
Simon
a
is now
wild
very-
threat.
Simon is now very interested in this. He hears access to somebody's house. He's interested.
He will just chuckle and he'll say, go down to the end of the lane. You can't miss it. He'll kind of like half wave at you and he'll start walking out the door.
Bye.
He'll like wave again over his shoulder.
I like him.
Where do you live so I can come move your furniture?
Don't make me come over there and move your furniture.
Imagine he just shows up and you guys have broken into his house and moved all his furniture.
It wasn't HOA compliant, okay?
Anyways, are you guys headed out the door? And Simon, are you trying to bring your friends?
I am trying to bring my friends.
They'll all walk with you up to the doorway and then sort of, my parents don't want me to go yet,
But it's the library.
but I have to listen to my mom.
Oh, I don't have
Yeah.
one of those. I don't know what that's like.
Is your mom
Oh.
sleeping?
No, she's over there.
No.
I should point in the general direction of a lady who's talking with a couple people.
Never mind.
Have fun at the library.
Are there snacks at the berry place?
Maybe it's a berry after all.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I kind of wave at you.
Remember, ask for magic from the shadows.
In the sewer fort.
Yes. And I'll give the other kid a thumbs up.
The other kid will
Is-
give you a very half asleep thumbs up.
Yeah. Is this a comment that Edith could overhear?
Yes, you can hear the kid saying this.
So Edith will just like tisk a bit and be like, page 899, thou shalt not ask for magic powers. Children, you know this, most of all. And
Sorry,
Edith
Aunt
will
Edith.
Edith will like sigh and roll her eyes and then continue out the door.
But yeah, you
HOA
guys
is no fun.
can head out. As you guys step outside, there are lanterns that people have sort of now strung up and sat in various places on the front step of the HOA. It's now a fairly well lit up building. You can see a lot of patrol officers sort of gathering what appear to be stacks of lanterns that people are sort of carrying up to them, and they're trying to sort of distribute them throughout the streets and to people. There's this little gathering in front of the HOA, but other than that, the streets seem to be fairly empty. Lots of people have sort of dispersed back to their houses. Have any of you guys ever been to the library before?
Edith certainly has.
Okay.
I can't read.
Depends how long I've been in the city, which I don't know if we ever determined that.
We'll leave that up to you. How long have you been in the city?
Yeah, probably like 2 weeks or something.
Okay, yeah. You've maybe seen the library. Up to you if you've been there, but you've maybe been there once if you have.
Yeah, probably just once.
Okay.
I'm here for research, so.
Yeah, but Edith, you've been there. You know sort of the general direction the library is in. And you can sort of lead the way.
Yes.
Okay.
We will lead the way.
Yeah, you guys can start sort of walking down the winding city streets. The further away you get from the HOA building, the less people seem to be out and about, and just sort of the darker and more quieter the streets get.
Are these people also sleepy?
I mean, some of them are walking around, and some of them seem to be normal. Many of them are carrying sort of lanterns around. As you guys are sort of rounding the corner for a particularly dark street, you guys hear a weird noise. It sounds sort of like a loud crackle and then a snap further down the street.
Is there also a pop?
No.
Oh.
No cereal, sorry.
Does it sound like anything
Is
familiar? like
cereal
something
against the HOA regulation?
breaking?
No, cereal is not against HOA regulation.
It doesn't quite sound like something is being broken.
Can we see where the sound is coming from?
It's a little bit further down the street, but you do see what appears to be a sort of a faint glow.
Edith is going to like gesture the party to follow and investigate the glow.
Okay, yeah, you guys are just like sort of walking up to it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys sort of traverse down this dark street, you get towards the end, and you see, sort of out of thin air in front of you, what appears to be sort of, Silver, you would call this like almost a runic or like sigil circle that's sort of floating in the air, that has a weird sort of almost tear in the air in front of you, almost like it's like an open gateway. And it's sort of like crackling at the edges.
What do you suppose this is? This also looks magic of some kind, but I don't believe that I've ever seen the origin of this before.
I would agree. I don't know if I've
How round is it?
seen anything like this either. Can I recall if I've maybe read anything about this?
You could make me a history check. And Simon, it's flat like a pizza. But if a pizza was like upright, like it's like, steering wheel, but it's like fairly sizable and it's like floating in front of you in the air.
9.
But it's a perfect circle.
Can you see anything through it, or is it just like a solid color?
Let's roll this a couple
It's
times.
like there's some like bits where it feels a little bit more translucent on the outside, but the middle is definitely more solid. Where the like sort of tear is.
So we can identify it as a sort of tear. Is that?
Yeah,
Is that right?
it looks
Okay.
like if you like took a piece of paper and you basically tore it in half, but if it was air.
I try
Is there a
mending
stick on the
it.
ground?
Ooh, I like
Sorry, what?
I think Simon asked for for a stick. I asked if I could cast mending on it.
Okay, Simon, you don't see a stick around anywhere. What is the casting range on mending?
Mending is mending is touch. Excellent. I
Oh,
love this.
You're gonna walk up to
no.
it and poke the thing?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
I'm very proud of Edith.
I don't know if you heard me. I got a 9.
Yeah, you're not sure what this thing is.
Okay.
Silver, you've never seen any sort of glowing red symbols like this before. Edith, you walk up to this gateway, and you poke it, and not only does it not mend, you don't feel like your spell quite went off at all. It also sends like a jolt of almost like very unpleasant electricity through you, and you take 3 points of damage.
Ouch.
And And as you do so, you hear a snarl that comes from within this sort of rift. And three dark shadows sort of start pouring out from this thing. And they start to like coalesce into various shapes. I would like all of you to roll initiative.
Yeah, Edith is going to like the moment that she hears the snarls. This frail old lady is going to like throw back her cloak, and it is suddenly apparent that she is a little bit more than capable from the onset, where she has just a sword at her hip, and she's going to draw her sword and call out to the party, be on your guard, and we will roll initiative.
Yeah, this little frail old woman that you've been traveling with is suddenly now is like wielding this giant ass sword.
Oh, she's actually cool. That's amazing.
Ella, also, after all that coolness, I roll a 7 for a total of 8 initiative.
All right, 8 for you.
She's like, be on your guard, and she like draws her sword, and she's like, oh, my hip, hold on.
Oh no.
Technical difficulties.
It's okay. I'm still trying to recall in my memory, so I got a 4.
Oh no.
Thought I
Please tell
rolled
me that I
out
didn't get the
all of
highest
the
initiative
low
roll of 11.
numbers.
I got a 10.
I got a 15.
Let's go.
Close.
All right. Then top of the order is Ouronos, with a 15. As 3 of these shadows coalesce, into these strange, they're almost, you'd say, dogs, but they're kind of chompy, and they don't really have ears, and they really have 6 more giant spider-like legs. But they're like
Bad
full
puppies.
size, like you'd think husky size, maybe even bigger dog.
Okay. How far away from them am I currently?
Well, Edith walked right up to the portal, so Edith, you're like right in their faces. You're a little bit further away. I'm gonna say like 20 feet or so.
Okay. Can I ready an action for if they approach me to just kick them as hard as I can?
Sure, yeah, you can ready a kick action if they come up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
All right, anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it for now.
All right, the next up is Simon.
Oh, actually?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm gonna walk next to Ouronos. I'm assuming I can.
Yeah, you can.
And kind of glance at them, and I'm just going to cast Eldritch Blast at the closest one.
All right, yeah, you can cast Eldritch Blast, the closest one. Roll to hit.
20.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
8. 8 force
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, it will take all of that. Your Eldritch Blast, it drives into the shadow, and you can see it go clean through. But where sort of the shadow used to be, you do see like that hole, like sort of struggling to like recoalesce into where it was. Like you can tell that you hurt the thing. It's just kind of a
Oh.
weird visual for how you hurt it.
I see.
All right. Next up is Ven.
It's a mystery creature.
Yeah. So Ven sort of has like a cloak on, and you've probably seen that they have like a pretty large bow, but from underneath the cloak they pull out like 2 different swords. One's a very strange, odd kind of rapier, and the other one's like a short sword. And how close is the nearest creature, dog?
Again, you guys are about 20 feet from all of them, more or less. They're kind of in a huddle of 3 with Edith standing sort of right in front of all of them, and you guys are just a little bit ways back.
Okay. Well, I'll move forward and stab.
Yeah, you can do that. Roll to hit.
Okay. I have 2 weapon fighting, so I imagine I can swing with both, right?
Yes. Are you stabbing the one that, has already taken an Eldritch Blast, or are you stabbing a different one?
Did it look like the Eldritch Blast phased that at all?
Yes, it looks like it did.
Alright, I'll go for another one.
Okay,
I kind of like maybe on the other side of Edith.
Yeah. You can stab like the far right one. We'll say
Okay.
Simon went for the far left one.
Whoa. Oh wait. Why am I 19?
Yeah, that'll hit.
15?
Was that to hit with the second one also?
Yeah, it's a hit for the second one.
Yes, both of those will hit.
Okay. And then first hit. Whoa, 7.
Yep, it will take that and look unhappy about it.
And then second one, 4.
It will also take that. And this thing feels like it's barely sort of holding on at the seams. Like this shadow has so many holes in it now that it feels like it's trying to like cling back onto itself a little bit. Anything else you'd like to do?
No.
All right. The next up are these shadowy guys. One of them is going to try and take a swipe at you, Edith, because you're standing right there.
Yep.
Does a 10 hit you?
AC 19. I don't believe so.
All right, it's gonna swing at you, and it's going to sort of wildly whiff to one side of you and just kind of whine at you. It's not like a dog whine though. It's more like a spooky, deranged, weird sort of noise. More like almost a shriek. The one that you just swung at, Ven, is going to try to take a swipe at you. That's a 19 to hit. Ven,
Sorry, say that again.
that's a 19 to hit you.
Yep. Yeah, it hits.
All right. And it is going to strike you with its claws, for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
And then the one on the far left, is going to try to run up to Simon. Ouronos, you are within range because you are standing next to Simon, that if your hold action would like to go off, you can kick this shadow thing.
I'm kicking that dog.
Okay, you can kick that dog.
Oh no.
Okay. That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Okay. 6 total.
6 total? Alright, you kick this dog, and it pretty much, you feel like it entirely dissipated, in the way where you feel like, yeah, that kick was really solid, it was super good. And then you find 2 dogs now standing before you. They seem to be smaller than the original one that you kicked in half. It's sort of like almost half the size, you'd say. But they're still both there, sort of growling at you and Simon.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
And next up is Edith.
I will be slashing at the closest shadow.
Yeah, go ahead. It wildly missed you.
Incredible. I roll a 3.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you swing back and you wildly miss just the same on the other side of it.
Incredible.
Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Then next up is Silver.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure the 2 closest to me would be the ones by Simon and Ouronos, but I'm guessing they're pretty close to the 2 of them.
Yes,
Right?
you are sort of standing next to them.
Fireball.
I don't
You can be
have
a little ways
fireball.
back if you would like to.
No,
Yeah.
it's more of I have a spell that hits in a 5-foot radius sphere. I'm trying to hit the 2 dogs, but not Simon and Ouronos.
Yeah, you could do that. They're both sort of in line in front of them. You could just, have it hit basically their backsides.
All right, I'm gonna cast Snowball Swarm on those 2 dogs then.
Okay, yeah. I believe that's a saving throw, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it's a dex save.
Dex save?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. Their dex is not horrible. That's a 13 for the first one.
He succeeds.
Okay. And that's a nat 20 for the second
Oh
one.
my gosh. So they would take half. Do you
Okay.
want 1 damage for all of them, or should I roll separate damage?
No, roll separate damage.
Separate damage? Okay. So
No,
the-
actually, wait. It's a snowstorm. No, roll the same damage.
Okay,
You're right.
okay.
You're right.
So 10, so halved would be 5, and now that area is pretty sure? No. Okay, no, this one doesn't make it terrain. Damn. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. They will both take all of that. And these two shadow demon dogs, you don't really know, look rather upset again.
I am gonna back up a bit though. I want to get out of here.
Okay. Yeah. You can take a couple steps back. How far are you going?
Yeah. 20 feet.
Okay, yeah, you can go 20 feet back, no problem. They're not in melee with you. And back at the top, we are up with Ouronos.
Okay. Are the two in front of me looking really rough?
They're looking pretty bad. Silver did a number to them, you think?
Oh yay. Let me get my okay.
You think they're about like half the shadow demon dogs they once were.
Or half of the half, or
Yeah, half of the half.
okay. I'm gonna go for an attack on just say the left one for now.
Okay, yeah.
Just an unarmed strike.
Yeah, go for it. Roll to hit.
15.
15, yeah, that'll hit. Roll damage.
Yippee. That's a 6.
Yeah, you go and are you punching this one?
Yeah, I'm punching him.
You punch this one and it goes poof. And the shadows just entirely dissipate this time.
Okay. And then I'm sorry. I cannot navigate my character sheet.
You're all good.
Okay, I think that's my turn then.
Alrighty. Then next up is Simon.
The other one that got hit by the snowballs is still around.
Yes, sort of in front of both you and Ouronos.
Is there a way for me to like navigate to like hit it from behind?
Yeah, you can sort of run around the side of it without leaving, melee.
Sneak attack time.
Okay. Yeah,
I wanna,
roll to hit.
16?
Yeah, that'll hit. Yeah, roll damage.
3 plus 9 plus 2, 11.
11. Yeah. Are you stabbing this thing? Like, what are you doing to it?
Oh, I have a little short sword. I'm just poke.
Okay. Simon scurries around the backside of this thing, Ouronos, from you. Pokes it with the short sword, and the shadows sort of dissipate in front of you, and you just see Simon standing there.
I smile.
I give him a thumbs up.
It's like my book.
All right. Next up is Ven.
Okay, how many are left here?
There's one in front of Edith, and there's one in front of you that looks like it's sort of barely clinging on at the seams.
Okay, and then the last one that got killed turned into 2 more?
Correct.
Okay. I'll take my first hit just straight up at this guy in front of me.
Yeah, roll to hit.
16?
Yes, that'll hit.
Okay. 1.
1 is all you needed to kill it.
Oh, okay.
You slash into this thing. You kind of barely graze its side, but it was barely holding on together anyway. And the shadows again sort of look like they're going to dissipate, but instead sort of separate into 2 smaller versions of this being. And now you have 2 slightly smaller shadow demonish things standing in front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna take my second hit at the one. I don't know, one of them.
Yeah. Roll to hit. Do you want the left or the right?
Left.
All right.
14.
14 will hit.
Okay. And then can I do dreadful strikes as well, which adds 1d4 psychic damage? Or actually, I probably have to say that before I hit it.
No, I'll let you do it like Divine Smite.
Okay. Eh. 7.
7? All right, it will take that, and it will look unhappy about it.
Can I just do dreadful strikes every time? I think I can. Or
I
every once a
can't remember if it's spell slots or not. We'd have to look at
It's
it.
once a turn.
once a turn. Yeah.
All right. And next up are these shadowy dog things. The one who missed on you, Edith, is gonna roll a 19 to hit you. Edith, you're muted.
Oh no, that does hit.
All right. And it will do 5 points of damage to you, Edith.
Ouch.
One of the ones in front of you, Ven, is going to swing to attack you. And it's going to roll a 6. And the other one is going to roll a 13 to hit you. Ven, does a 13 hit you?
Yeah, no, 14.
14? All right. Then both dogs that are in front of you are going to try and snap at you, and they're both going to miss, underestimating their newfound size.
Small. Haha.
And next up is Edith.
Edith will attempt to swing again.
Yeah, roll to hit.
Oh my gosh. It is. What do I have? I have a +5. 16.
16 will hit. Yeah, roll damage.
my
Are you
gosh.
smiting this thing?
Sure. Let's do a smite.
Okay.
Let me find my spell slot and burn one of those. Okay. So I rolled a 2. It's 1d8 plus 3. Oh my gosh. And then where is smite damage again? Is that just an extra 1d8 of...
I believe that's how Divine Smite works.
feeling in my bones. All right, so it got a... so that's a 2 plus 3, so 5 normal damage plus 2 more for Divine Smite. Radiant.
2d8 for every first level spell slot is Divine Smite.
Oh, it's 2d8?
2d8, correct.
Okay.
And then
so
plus
here's
an
a
extra
second.
d8 for every spell level higher than first.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I rolled an 8 on the second roll, so that is 10 for the smite plus a 5 for normal slashing damage.
All right, Edith, you swing into this creature, sort of a blinding light coming off of your blade, and it just like obliterates it. And this light sort of glows from the inside out, and the shadows, as they sort of try to recoalesce, can't seem to manage it, and they just entirely dissipate. There's no longer any dog fiends standing in front of you.
They're they're weak to the sun.
Yay!
Yeah, maybe. Next up is Silver.
The ones in front of Simon and Ouronos, those are gone now, right?
Those are gone.
Okay.
There are now 2 that are standing in front of Ven. One that looks half the puppy it used to be.
All right. I'm just going to... Let's do a frostbite on it. I don't think I need to move. It's 60 feet.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Okay.
You're going after the injured one?
Yeah, the injured one.
Okay.
It needs to do a con save.
Alrighty. It will fail with a 3.
Heck yes. Gonna take 1d6 cold damage. Yes, I got 6. Hell yeah.
Nice. And that will be enough that this shadow will dissipate.
That is all.
Yay!
And back to top of the order, it's Ouronos. There is only one puppy sort of standing left in front of Ven.
Can I just
It's just-
charge at it with a horn attack?
Yeah, you can. Are you putting your antlers down and just charging directly?
Yes.
Okay, are you going around Simon? How does this work? Because Simon is technically standing between you and this thing.
Can I like cartoon bump him out of the way?
Yeah, you can. Okay, roll to hit with this horn charge. Simon Ouronos just looks at you, head down, just charges by you like sort of a raging bull, and just like zooms past Ven, who is not necessarily expecting suddenly a charging Ouronos to go past them.
I will fall down.
Okay,
I will be very scared.
Simon lands on his butt.
It's a 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
Awesome.
All right, roll damage.
That's a max damage 8.
All right, it will take all 8 points of this damage. Are you standing now in the middle of this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. As you stand in the middle of this thing, it's gonna try to recoalesce around, and then try again. It's really not gonna work. And this shadow will dissipate. And as this last shadow dissipates, this red sort of torn gateway that has been floating sort of in the air in front of you, Edith, is going to snap shut and disappear.
New information.
Can I quickly
There's, like,
try
a-
and draw a picture of what the circle looked like?
Yeah, you can.
Alright.
I will offer you my
Make-
crayons.
Make me, you know what? I'll let you argue the check. I'll take Arcana. I'll take a performance. I'll take a sleight of hand for being able to draw stuff. Like, what are you gonna use?
I would say sleight of hand because I'm trying to do this like before it like disappears, so I'm trying to do this quite quick.
Okay, yeah, make me a sleight of hand check.
No, that was almost a fucking 15. I got 11. Ugh.
11. Considering it was here in your very recent memory, you feel like you do a decent job replicating this thing. You don't think you got all of the little sigils and like symbols on it entirely correctly, but like if someone was sort of looking at this, they'd get a very good idea of what it looked like.
Alright.
The good thing Simon has red crayons.
Hey, I have my own magic quill. I'd just be like, snap, quill.
But yeah, you guys find yourself standing in sort of an empty, dark street.
Do we need to do any more research? It would be very nice if we had a clue as to what we're up against here.
Is there like any like footprints in like the dirt or something?
You can make me an investigation check.
Okay. I rolled a 9.
Okay. There's not a lot of dirt. These are like very cobblestone streets. But you get the sense that anything that was here came and left immediately with that strange sort of gateway thing. You don't get the sense that anything stuck around for any longer than that.
Okay.
I suspect that these must be the gateways or the portal that that Dusk was warning us about. So I suppose we understand now that it's not at any particular place, and I suspect that they can appear at anywhere at any time, which concerns me.
Think
Yeah,
like that's
I'm
wrong?
assuming. Well, for us perhaps, but we are stronger than some of the other villagers are less capable of defending themselves. Since Edith also has the torch, did we notice that either the shadows or the portal reacted or responded to the light at all?
You didn't get the sense the portal changed at all.
Okay.
I mean, you saw how the shadows reacted to your divine smite. You don't think they were
Yes.
exactly its friend.
Mostly just trying to get a sense as to like where these portals can spawn, i.e., are folks actually safe indoors, or like in brightly lit areas? Just concerned for town safety.
You can make me an Arcana check if you want to sort of like try to gauge how this portal functions to any degree.
Sure. Arcana I don't have, and I rolled a 10.
Yeah, you've never seen anything like this before. You're not sure.
Didn't think so. I mean, perhaps if we have no other leads, the library is still an option since we were waylaid on our way there. Does anyone else have any other ideas?
I would agree with the library. I tried to consult my notes. I don't recall any circle of this sort.
Oh, let us be off carefully to peruse around, see if there's any clues that we can find.
Oh,
Okay.
did like when I rammed into it, did it have any like smell that I could tell?
No, not really.
Okay.
Kind of just felt like it was quite literally a shadow.
Squishy.
Squishy.
Which,
Like
My
soup.
shadow is squishy.
Dark soup.
Oh.
Soup.
But yeah, you guys can carefully sort of make your way the rest of the way to the library. You are most of the way there already. You can kind of round the final corner onto the street. You do see some lanterns sort of illuminated by the library, and there are some people around there. You don't necessarily see as many people as you'd expect for this being sort of a main thoroughfare, but it is sort of late in the day at this point, despite it, being dark out.
cool. Edith will like kind of give a curt nod to the patrol outside the library as we pass.
Yeah, you can do that. They'll sort of nod back at you. And you'll see there's sort of a small gathering of people that are in the entryway to the library itself. It doesn't seem like there's people milling about inside the library. It just looks like people that are hanging out in basically the initial sort of entry area.
Are they clambering as to like? Are they surrounding something in particular, or are they just like taking shelter? Can we tell?
They seem to be not wanting to be outside right now. It does look like they're taking shelter a little bit, but they do all seem to be gathered around someone who seems to be speaking.
Oh, okay. Well, I will, I suppose, shuffle over and listen in.
Yeah, you guys can sort of walk up to this crowd. As you do, you see what you know to be a rather, notable librarian who works at this establishment, Edith. You've seen them there a decent amount of times before. And they have a scroll that they're sort of holding up in front of them that they're reading from. They say something along the lines of, and you're sort of catching the middle of this, but they have received a missive from the government, from the local government, that they are trying to get in touch with the larger government as a whole about the situation, and that they're going to be giving an address tomorrow, is the gist that you're getting.
I'm assuming tomorrow.
Tomorrow the loose
In-
term.
Yes, tomorrow the loose term when it's still dark. Is that happening in the library or like in a town hall or?
Yeah. They sort of finish their address, and you get the sense that you've missed part of it, but you can sort of like ask around, and you get the sense that it's happening in a town hall. It's going to be open. They're going to be passing around a lot of information, so anyone can attend.
Will this one have snacks?
Are you asking that to the person giving the address?
Yes.
It doesn't list anything about snacks.
Oh. Okay.
You should put snacks up there. I say to them.
I can try. They'll pull out a quill and they'll scribble something down on the piece of paper.
I'm nodding
Hunger
like
is-
approvingly.
You should know, hunger is one of the biggest enemies. We must defeat it.
I think we have a bigger problems. No offense.
Hunger
Can't
is
fight
a
the
big
problems if you're
problem.
hungry.
He'll just kind of look at you strange. This guy is going to reach into his pocket and pull out a small package of crackers and hand it to you, Simon.
What's your name?
I'm sorry, come again?
What's
Your
your
mic
name?
died. Bevel?
I'm Simon. Nice to meet you, Bethel.
Nice to meet you as well. He'll extend a hand.
Me and my friends, I'm Simon. This is Silver, Ven, Ouronos, and Edith. Me and my friends we're going to the library to investigate how to unkill the sun.
Unkill the sun. Are you talking
Yeah.
about all the current happenings?
Well, there's this big star lady, and Simon is just munching on crackers during all of this. So we went down up the river, and then we crossed a bridge, and the bridge was actually a troll. But then we had to answer these questions, and he cheated on these questions. He was not being nice at all. And then we followed a moss cat to a lady that was crying, and she was made out of stars. And then she carried us to another giant lady who apparently was the sun, I think. I don't know. It wasn't very important, but the sun was dead. And then the lady carried us back here and told us to prepare for the worst.
Are you trying to convince this man that this is a true story, or are you just kind of spouting whatever?
I mean, now I'm trying to convince him that it's true.
Okay, make me a persuasion check.
Oh, 22.
22. This man looks very taken aback. He sort of like looks at the scroll again and looks at you and looks at the scroll. And he is going to pull out a different piece of paper and he's going to start like furiously jotting down notes. And he's going to wave over someone who looks like a messenger and basically hand him this paper.
You should be scared of dogs because we were just coming and there was this blue circle. Silver drew it. And it had dogs come out of it and the dogs were mean. But don't worry. I don't know how, but I poked one with my sword and it went away. Ouronos was really scary and it charged me and the dog, and that was really scary.
Dog?
Yeah, there were dogs. They came out of the circle and they were made of the shadows. It was really cool.
What
Dog is
kind
a
of
loose term,
circle?
like day.
A circular one.
At Bevel mentioning the circle, I will just kind of go over to them and hand them my drawing.
Do you have more crackers?
I'm sorry, I don't have more crackers. Do you mind if I copy this drawing?
No, go ahead.
Okay, he's going to take out another piece of paper and sort of make the extra note about dogs and stuff and copy over that drawing, and then he will roll up the paper and hand it again to that messenger.
And I will just say I might have missed some details. I had to draw it very hastily.
No problem. I am not actually sure what details have been relayed yet. I'm still waiting on as much information as you, I'd assume, myself. But I'm gonna send everything over to the local government. At least we can see what information we can gather before we hear from, actual government officials.
Simon is now looking sad at lack of crackers and no longer speaking.
Okay. Yeah, you just have sort of an empty little cracker container in your hands now.
I lick it for crumbs.
Okay, yeah. It's salty.
Wonderful. This truly is a joyous night.
But yes, I'd advise you all to go back to your place of residence for the evening and join us in the morning at the government office if you want to hear at least whatever it is they're addressing about this.
But what if there is no morning? And does that mean that we can never go into the library?
Morning is a relative term now. That's not something I thought I would say yesterday.
But what if what if I just woke up and it's my morning? Does that mean I can go into the library?
No, that's not how hours of operation work.
But the library is still open now, yes?
Actually, we're shut down in citywide emergency and all. We're just here because a lot of people were sort of taking shelter.
But it's not like the books are gone.
No.
At the mention
It
of the
wouldn't be a
library
library if we
being
didn't have
closed, you
books.
kind of see Silver's tail feathers kind of just like sag. He's very sad.
Are we at the library?
We're outside the
Yes,
library.
you were
Yeah.
in sort of the entryway. Yep.
What surrounds the library to stop people from approaching it from other directions?
What do you mean? Like,
Are
what
there
buildings are around
walls?
it? Well, yes, the library itself is like a freestanding building in and of itself. And it's, it has doors and it has buildings on either side of it. There are some sort of alleyways on the side, but it's just a big building.
Simon will look at them very sadly. But I really want to go in.
Well, as soon as we know what potential state of emergency we're in, we'll know if we can continue to operate. And if that's the case, then we will immediately resume normal business hours.
But if it's an emergency, what if I need the I mean, I can't read, so I don't need the library, but my friends can read and they need the library because it's an emergency.
What is your emergency that's not bigger than this or what the government knowledge has?
Well, so you see, we went up the river, and there was this troll that was a bridge, but he was also a troll, and he cheated a bunch at a bunch of questions. And then there was a cat made out of moss, and we followed the cat made out of moss, and we also fed it a rock made out of light. And then we found a giant lady, and she was made out of stars, and she was crying. She's why the river was flowing the wrong way.
He's gonna
But what
nod
we
at
did-
you again, realizing that you're telling the same story, and he'll put a hand on your shoulder. Tell you what.
Edith will be like, what the child is trying to say is that we may have a lead as to what the situation is, and we are here to see if we can't find anything of the sort that would perhaps point us in a direction that would give us a solution.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what. Regardless of state of emergency, after the government address tomorrow, even if the library is not supposed to be open, since you guys have given us good information, if you guys would like to come back here, I will make sure that the library is open for you.
Silver is
Oh.
instantly happy again. Tail feathers perk up.
Oh, we get to go to the library.
Edith will be like, well, it is a bit inconvenient having to wait a day, but rules are rules.
Yes, I
So,
apologize.
it
You
can't
know
be
we must
helped.
upkeep things.
Cannot be
So-
helped.
tomorrow morning, so when we wake up, we can go into the library.
Tomorrow morning, after the government address, then you can go to the library.
Simon will lay down on the ground and try to fall asleep.
You still will have to wait until after the government address.
Simon will just stare at them and then close their eyes.
You
Okay.
all right.
Simon's
well,
laying on the floor in front of all of you.
Okay. Well, it'd just be like, well, for those without accommodations or visiting, you are free to stay in at my place if you would like.
Party at grandma's.
Yeah, child, that includes you as well. You don't need to sleep on the floor here.
I can sleep on the floor somewhere else?
If that pleases you, yes.
But this is closer to the library.
Young
Being
man,
in the library is closer to the library, yes, but the staff does need to do their business here.
we would also like if you do not sleep on our front step. It'll be safer for both you and us.
Emphasis on us.
Are you scared of me?
No, but I'm scared of legal obligations if you fall asleep on our front step.
Oh,
Come along now, child.
don't worry.
Let us be off.
The urge for Simon to cast Silent Image just to put a box over himself. Not here.
All right, Edith, are you leading them all back to your place of residence?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to just briefly describe what your home looks like then?
So it's kind of on the edge of the village, and it's just like a very modest abode, like nothing fancy. Like it's not run down or anything. Like it's pretty well maintained, well kept, just extremely sparse and Spartan. There is a table and like a single chair. It's clearly not set up for company, but as you are like looking around being like, man, where am I gonna sleep? Like she does open up a closet and like pull down some bedrolls for you all, so you all at least have beds in which to sleep. And as she's
Is there a
setting
cookie
up
container with
a
sewing
cookie
needles?
what
Is there a cookie container with sewing needles inside of it?
You know what? Sure, why not? Yes, there is a cookie container with sewing needles,
was
but it's
Just
it's a
making sure
cookie
that the
container.
score was accurate.
It's a it looks like delectable treats. And then as you open this container expecting sweets, you are let down as you know by just it being stuffed full of sewing and knitting supplies.
You know
As
what?
is tradition whenever you visit Grandma's house.
Seeing Simon's sad look at the cooking container, I'm gonna check my backpack for some nuts.
Okay. Yeah, you
Can
probably have
I-
some nuts in your backpack.
Can I pick up the knitting needles and try to recreate what the lady was telling me earlier?
Sure.
Just from memory.
Yeah, Edith, if you have some like yarn just like laying around by those knitting needles, yeah,
Yep.
Ouronos, give me I'll let you argue if it's like sleight of hand, a performance, or what are you going for here?
I could do performance.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I offer Simon a handful of acorns. They might not
So
be
this
as
is
good, but they're
really
something.
funny.
Did you just say
I rolled
acorns?
Yes.
I rolled a nat 1, but I have a +7 in performance.
Okay, Ouronos, I don't think you've ever really held like, knitting needles before, and it's one thing to be told sort of how it works, it's another thing to just try and do it without ever having learned. And you kind of feel like you're holding them, right? But you mostly form like kind of a big knot. It's a little bit of a fancy knot.
Sweet.
Um,
Can I like
yeah,
attach
but
it to my belt as a keychain?
Yeah, you can.
Sweet.
You have a fancy yarn knot hanging from your belt.
I'm adding to that to my equipment list.
Do it.
um, and Edith looks over at like Simon's kind of dejected face and just be like, "Oh, where are my manners? Young child, can I interest you in a sweet?" And she picks up a bowl of hard candies from the center of the table and holds one out for you.
You know what one of my favorite things is? I
Mhm.
didn't make any mention of Simon opening up this thing at all. I was just trying to follow. You guys know that it's like a meme when you go to grandma's house.
Yes, of course, absolutely, yes.
No, you definitely
I
said
made
you
no
opened
mention
it.
of Simon even opening this.
We're here now.
You opened
We are
it.
here now.
You're being offered acorns. You're being offered. Yep.
Which, by the way, okay, for anybody listening, do not eat acorns.
Well,
They can actually be toxic.
crows eat acorns, so eh.
Yeah, they're not human.
Poison the child.
Simon will happily take the hard candies.
Okay.
I will munch on the acorns then.
But yeah, is there anything else the rest of you would like to do for the evening while you're here at Edith's?
Anything shiny?
Read.
No, it's pretty Spartan. So you don't see anything super shiny here. But she is making everyone tea. Just trying to be a homey grandma for keeping company. And she's
Yeah,
kind
You
of
can't be a
doddering
homie
around.
grandma as well as wield a great sword. I'm sorry.
well,
She has two forms.
Edith, you can make everyone a good tea, and you guys can sort of spread out your bedrolls. Silver, you can sort of cozy up with your acorns and your tea and read a good book.
Yeah.
Simon, you could snack on your hard candies. Well, Ouronos makes knots, apparently.
I'm making
Um,
friendship knots for everybody.
Okay, yeah. What colors friendship knot does everyone have?
They are rainbow colored, all of them.
All of them? Alright, everyone has a friendship knot of yarn that you can attach somewhere on your character if you want.
Simon does not take his.
I cry instantly.
You didn't. You knocked me over.
Yeah, Edith will accept hers and be like, this is wonderful, child. Thank you.
I will accept mine, and I'd probably attach it to my belt or sash thing.
I look happy again.
Yeah, I'll put mine in the braid in my hair as like the little band.
Yeah, you can like weave it in there, use it as a
Yeah.
band. Yeah. But yeah, you guys can all sort of settle down for the evening. Finish up and head to bed. You guys all do get the benefits of a long rest. And for now, that is where we'll stop.
Yay!
Let's go. Do we level up? I have to
No.
speedrun this question.
There was one battle.
Give it time. Although I'm already planning what spell I'm taking next.
I see.
Reasons.
Sorry to keep you in the dark, literally.
Hey,
Well, the sun died. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have dark vision.
I don't. That is literally why I took light. All those late
Me too,
nights in the
Steve.
library? Come on, I gotta make sure I
Wait a
can
minute.
don't hurt my eyes while reading.
I'm just. Does Ven? Wait. Does Ouronos have dark vision?
No.
Does Ven?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought the child is the only one that can see in the dark. That's wild.
I think the child has
man,
been the
it's
only
like
one that's
dark.
like actually perceived for us yet.
No, Ven perceived that man with a cane.
Get perceived, yo.
Gonna go move some furniture.
Oh my gosh.
That doesn't
I-
sound
Have a
weird at
all
all.
night, guys.
It was so ominous. Where do you live so I can show up and maybe move your furniture?
So good.
Yeah.
He said he wanted help moving his furniture, and I was like, "What is the worst way I can say this?"
It's
Wow.
crazy.
I would not be surprised if
the
Simon goes
idea-
with you.
The idea that the HOA would just find an infraction and rather than like, address you directly, you just come home one day and your furniture's rearranged. Like nothing's taken.
I'm kind of surprised you're not like looking for HOA infringements anywhere we go. Like I have expected you to roll for it and be like, are there any HOA infringements at the library?
I'm so curious too. Like, what is the punishment for breaking the HOA? Because you've just
A
been upset about it so
strongly
far.
worded
she-
letter.
She
Yeah.
carries a sword for a reason, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's lost their head?
It's a multiple strikes you're out kind of situation, you know. First it's a strongly worded letter, and then it's a slightly frowned upon visit to make sure you make adjustments, and the sword maybe comes out in time number 3, depending
Yeah,
on how
the
bad
third
the
strike-
infraction is. Yeah,
The third
is
strike, we're gonna
unquestionably
rearrange your furniture.
yeah. Third strike, we're gonna
strike, new
rearrange your
feng shui.
furniture. It's crazy. No feng shui, not allowed.
Yeah.
Feng Shui.
Are you sure you don't want a memes channel for me? I'm sorry for clogging up general.
No, I think you're fine, unless other people do.
I'm fine.
I mean,
I'm fine with it.
Okay.
It's good.
Ella has played with me before, so this is sort of how I play.
Sometimes we make a separate memes channel for
Yeah.
By sometimes I mean pretty much always.
I'm leaking DMs.
Oh, incredible. Yeah. Wait. You this requires history though.
Hmm?
Is yes, thank you.
When Edith was staring at the wall, I sent them the yes, the floor is made out of
I
floor.
see.
And
and then
because we were
and
all
then-
failing.
Yep.
Hey, I was never asked. Books were more important.
All right, but GG's friends.
GG's.
I do hope that
GG.
child ends up with magic powers. I think that'd be hilarious.
I don't think they are.
The final boss. Oh my gosh.
Look.
Yeah, GG, thanks so much for
Thanks,
running
Ella.
this, Ella.
Yeah, of course. I'm excited
Um,
for next week.
Yeah.
I have thoughts.
Oh no.
I was very tempted to just try to break into the library today.
You could have. I would have let it happen. Well, maybe, depending on what you rolled, but
Yeah.
I took expertise in thieves' tools. I can open a lock.
Mm. I mean, I took an expertise in rolling not terribly, but we saw how well that turned out today.
True.
Yeah.
Are you sure you have an expertise in that?
I don't, because I rolled bad on bluff.
Out of curiosity, if you ever change systems, does this curse follow you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The curse will swap, and it will morph to whatever's to my disadvantage. I once played a tank battlefield game in which you have hover tanks, and rolling low is really great. You play with d6s, and I'm like, excellent. I'm gonna shatter everyone with my low rolls, and I rolled 6s all night. It sucked.
Oh.
I've never met I've never met a Will Wheaton in person before. This is wild.
A what person?
Will Wheaton.
Oh. It's me.
I-
Will Wheaton is also a notorious bad dice roller.
Oh, okay.
My favorite thing is that I was casting Scorching Rays, which is, 3 rays and it's 3d6 per ray of fire. No joke, 3 separate rays. I rolled 6, 6, 6 on each of my dice, and after that, we all just kind of looked at my dice and we went, "We're done for the night. We're leaving." This was like an IRL table. We walked out of that classroom in college, and we went, "We're gonna get a pizza."
No, you should have tried to summon Satan.
No,
Yeah.
probably should have.
Beautiful.
Yeesh.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Yeah.
everyone.
Good night, y'all.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank
games.
you again for games.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.